America has experienced another major shooting, this time in Colorado. This shooting was in Colorado State, in and around a Planned Parenthood clinic. Some sources are saying that this specific clinic even had an armory room or a panic room inside of their building with things like body armor, as threats and previous attacks were attempted beforehand. 57-year-old Robert Louis Deere is the identified suspect responsible for this mass shooting. According to 9news.com, Deere is being held by the Park County Sheriff's Office without bond. Police were involved with a 7-hour standoff with Deere, resulting in one officer and 2 civilians being killed. This does not include the 11 others that were taken to the hospital, including 5 police officers. The president released an address about the shooting, saying, "The last thing Americans should have to do over the holidays or any other day is comfort the families of people killed by gun violence. People who woke up in the morning and bid their loved ones goodbye with no idea that it would happen for the last time." Obama even further stated, "And yet 2 days after Thanksgiving, that's what we're forced to do again." Obama stated, rightfully so, that this is not normal. We can't let it become normal. Now let's watch Obama, whom did a press conference on the shooting that occurred at the Oregon Community College less than 2 months back.
Somehow this has become routine. The reporting is routine. My response here at this podium ends up being routine. The conversation in the aftermath of it, we've become numb to this. We talked about this after Columbine and Blacksburg, after Tucson, after Newtown, after Aurora, after Charleston. It cannot be this easy for somebody who wants to inflict harm on other people to get his or her hands on a gun. And what's become routine, of course, is the response of those who oppose any kind of common sense gun legislation. Right now, I can imagine the press releases being cranked out. We need more guns, they'll argue. Fewer gun safety laws. Does anybody really believe that? There are scores of responsible gun owners in this country. They know that's not true. We know because of the polling that says the majority of Americans understand we should be changing these laws, including the majority of responsible, law-abiding gun owners. There is a gun for roughly every man, woman, and child in America. So how can you, with a straight face, make the argument that more guns will make us safer? We know that states with the most gun laws tend to have the fewest gun deaths.
As I stated before, this was less than 2 months ago. Obama wants to implement tighter gun laws in America, rightfully so. In fact, in Canada, Canadians were pushing against the firearm registry bill that was passed, meaning that all firearms in Canada had to be registered with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, no matter what classification the firearm was, whether non-restricted, restricted, or even prohibited. Obama has stated time and time again that just having a universal background check and an elongated wait time in order to receive a firearm will result in less mass shootings. Obama has even stated previously that he's in favor of limited access to, or even banning assault rifles. I can only think of one reason why bills haven't been passed yet to limit access to these types of weapons: Congress. Congress is more red than the bloody murder that occurs because of the easy access to these firearms, and the GOP don't want to let go of their constitution, especially when it benefits them. But the second a Muslim terrorist is reported on, the GOP is the first to get rid of the constitutional rights of privacy.